My name's Andrew Trumbetti, Demarest High School from Demarest, New Jersey. I chose Notre Dame because it was my dream to come here as a little kid, and I'm all Irish.
Andrew came to summer camp in his was he a sophomore? Must have been going into his junior year, which seems like 4 years ago that he came to our summer camp. But Andrew fell ill with some type of flu bug or some type of bug, and he ended up in the emergency room. So during that camp, we had decided that we wanted to offer him a scholarship, and he ended up in the emergency room. So we're thinking, well, he's probably not going to get this guy. So he leaves. He brings his family back a couple months later, and his mom comes to campus, and she happens to slip on the sidewalk, fall, and breaks her leg. They end up in the emergency room again. And right then we figured there's no way the Trumbetti family is coming to Notre Dame. And then within a couple hours or a couple days, he calls Brian Kelly and commits to Brian Kelly. So Notre Dame can overcome a lot of things when you get a family and their son to campus. But he's a great kid. His dad's a cop in New Jersey, and a great mom, great family. Brother's a football player at Johns Hopkins College. So, just a great family, smart kid.
The kid at Trumbetti, now, I didn't get a chance to see a lot of him early in the process, but late in the game, I watched a little bit more film, studied him a little bit more, had a chance to see him a little bit in the All-American settings, and I'm really impressed. Borderline blown away by what this kid can do. The athleticism he's got in such a big body. He is somebody that I think has a chance to be an impact guy as a true freshman because he's on campus already. He has that frame. He has that athleticism. I wouldn't be surprised to hear his name called an awful lot in 2014.
Well, I really like this player. This is a guy that we had down at the Under Armour All-America game, and you know who he reminds me of? Former Florida State defensive end Bjorn Werner. He has got a great passion for the game. He's explosive. He knows how to use his hands. He's a tough guy. One of those guys you'd like in a dark back alley because he's going to be there right next to your side. And those are the types of things that not only lend to on-the-field play, but they lend to locker room chemistry and leadership. And those things you can't bottle or manufacture and sell. Guys either have it or they don't. Andrew Trumbetti has those traits.
I had Andrew on our junior All-American team when we filmed it at Paramus Catholic in November 2012. And first thing that impressed me, he's a muscular kid. He looks like a college senior already in build. He plays well. He runs okay. He's not yet the dominating ball player I believe he could become with a little bit more coaching. I think he's got pretty good explosive moves out the ball, but he wasn't consistent. And that's the reason why he wasn't All-State this year. But I do think his ceiling is very high. And once Long gets a hold of him in the weight room and Mike Elson gets a hold of him along the defensive line, I think they can develop him into a blue chipper.
Can play multiple positions. He can play defensive end. He can play outside linebacker. He's a very initially quick player, very good long speed, very powerful. He's a gym rat. He loves the weight room. Very, very strong kid right now as we speak. And, very detailed, very focused on what he wants to accomplish. And, just a tough football player. For Andrew, it couldn't have been an easy decision because he's a national ranked shot put and discus thrower. Probably has one of the top 3 or 4 throws in the country for both, and would have been a national champion in track and field if he had stayed in school this year. But like I said earlier, he's so focused and so driven. He knows exactly what he wants, and it's football, and it's Notre Dame, and it's academics. It's to get started on his degree early and to get enrolled early so he can go through spring ball with us.